Well, good morning, gang. Just want to say a happy day to you today. It's a beautiful day at Disneyland today. And the vlog today, I want to talk about a legend that has been around for many, many decades. And that is the legend of the Little Man of Disneyland. Now, if you haven't heard this tale, let me give you a little background. Before Disneyland was built, and as you know, it was finished July 17th, 1955. But before it was finished, around 1954 or so, there was this little man of Disneyland, and his real name is Patrick Begoro, lived here on the property when it was orange groves. So he lived in an orange tree. And he lived here, he was happy, everything was great. But then around 1954, one day he heard all this noise and stomping around and everything, and he had no idea what was going on. So he came out of his house, out of the tree, and who was standing there but Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. And he was like, "Hey guys, what's going on? What's all the racket?" And Mickey stepped up and said, "Oh, well, we're going to be building this big amusement park here." And Patrick's like, "Well, what is that?" And Mickey goes, "Well, it's kind of hard to explain. It's pretty huge. It's a lot to it." He says, "You know what? It'd be a lot easier if we just showed you what it was." So Patrick's like, "Okay." And so the boys took Patrick and put him on a helicopter and flew him over to Disney Studios. And once they got to Disney Studios, they showed him. They rolled out all the plans, they showed him the drawings, everything that they were going to be doing. And Patrick's like, "Wow, this is pretty incredible. That's pretty awesome." And they said, "Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have to take out all these orange groves around where you live in order to make it happen." And Patrick's like, "Well, you know what? I tell you what, how about if you do all these plans and everything, but just do me one favor, and that is just to save my one tree that I live in, and just let me live here." And Mickey's like, "Okay, that sounds good. That's a deal." And they shook on it. So they took Patrick back to his house, went back home, and they continued with the plans and continued building Disneyland. Well, then it came time to finish the park, and unfortunately, Patrick was away for a little bit and came back, and his home was gone. And just his stuff was littered like outside of where his tree used to be. And so he found Mickey and said, "Hey, what's going on? You said you were going to save my tree." And Mickey's like, "Oh man, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry that, yeah, they leveled everything. They took all the trees out." And Patrick's like, "Oh man." He said, Mickey felt really bad because basically he reneged on the deal that he made with him. So he took, so Mickey and Donald and Goofy kind of tried to console Patrick, and Patrick's like, "You know what?" Patrick looked around at what was forming and what was going on and the park that was building up, and he said, "You know what? That's okay. I think I found myself another home. I think I found a place I can stay."
No, you're in my way.
Well, that's been the difficult thing, is to try to track down where his new home was, because it was in the middle of the night. Nobody saw him move. He took all his things and moved his things to another home here in the park. Well, so since 1955, people have been trying to track his house down to say, where is he? They know he still lives here. They still see remnants of him moving around, but it's always at night. So I finally took up on this and found the one book that was written about it, and there's only one, and couldn't find what the location was, because there was just no evidence anywhere. I interviewed people, I tracked down locations, tried to follow the crumbs, as they say, And after all this research and years of looking around, I think I have found his place. In fact, I know I have. And so I haven't found him, but I did find his home. So I'm going to show it to you. I'm not going to tell you where it's at because that just wouldn't be right to him. He already had his one home leveled, and I have a feeling if I let it out where exactly the home is, that people are going to trample it, they're going to mess it up, and it's just going to happen again. So, but I am going to give you a little snippet. I'm going to give you a picture of where the home's at because, like I said, I did find it. And after a lot of research, a lot of work, wasn't easy, but I found his home. So I'm going to take you to it up here. I'm going to let you look at it, but I'm just not going to tell you exactly where it's at because I just don't want to give it away. So here it is. So tell me what you think. And here it is right here. Did you see that? Yeah, that's really actually his house. After all these years of trying to find it, I finally found it. So I'll give you one more took it, and that's it. All right, so like I said, excuse me. Like I said, I don't want to give away where it is exactly because I just wouldn't want it to be damaged or people to hassle him or anything. But I think that, as you can see, there's clear evidence that he's still here in the park, still living here, found his home, very excited about it. It took a long time, but I did find it. So next time you come to Disneyland and you see a little man dressed in green with a clay pipe in his mouth, and you're thinking that you're seeing things or have no idea what it is, now you know that you just saw the Little Man of Disneyland. So hope you had a fun adventure. Hope that excites you. Next time you come to the park, come check it out. Try to find it. Maybe contact me. Maybe I'll tell you where it's at. But other than that, keep your eyes peeled because you never know what's going to happen or who's going to pop out. And if you happen to see him, just yell his name. Say, "Hi, Patrick." I'm sure he'll give you a wave and dash off somewhere. Not to be seen again. But it was a fun adventure. Glad you came with me. And until next time, have a great day.